My dear beloved brothers and sisters, I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to make me and you from the people who apply what they learn. We always hear about the word Barakah. And we know that Barakah, the closest translation is blessings. We feel sometimes that we have lost the Barakah in our lives. We lost the Barakah in our time, in our homes, in our children, in our wealth, in our health. And tonight, inshaAllah ta'ala, we will be discussing few methods to bring the Barakah back to our life. First of all, let's define Barakah. One of the most beautiful definitions of Barakah is the attachment of divine goodness to something. Attachment of divine goodness to something. That will make that something Mubarak. Okay? And another definition is Barakah is the abundance of goodness and its continuity. The abundance of goodness and its continuity. Another definition, the maximum benefit with little provision. Maximum benefit with little provision. All these definitions bring close to our mind the meaning of Barakah. The Barakah, when it comes to the little, it makes it abundant. And when it comes to the abundant, it makes it blessed, subhanallah. So, how to bring Barakah back to our life? First, we will discuss how to bring Barakah in general. Okay? How to bring Barakah in general. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that one of the ways to bring Barakah to our life is through Iman and Taqwa. Having faith in Allah, true Iman, true faith in Allah, and having Taqwa of Allah Azza wa Jal, being conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Iman, to have the 6 pillars of Iman applied in our life, believing in Allah, believing in the angels, believing in the books, believing in the messengers, in the day of judgment, and in the destiny is good and evil. All of these are established in me. I have no doubt in any of them. I believe in them, I apply them in my life, I live by these 6 pillars of Iman. Taqwa, one of the most beautiful definitions of Taqwa is from Ali radiallahu anh. He said, التقوى هي الخوف من الجليل والعمل بالتنزيل والقناعة بالقليل والاستعداد ليوم الرحيل. Beautiful meaning. He said Taqwa is fear of the magnificent, fear of Allah. Iman in the revelation, being content with the little, and always ready for the day of departure. This is Taqwa. So Iman and Taqwa will guarantee Barakah, blessing in our life, in everything in our life. Another thing that will bring Barakah in all our life in general is Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ تَعَالَى يَبْتَلِي الْعَبْدِ فِيمَا أَعْطَاهُ. Allah will test someone with whatever He gave them, whatever He blessed them with. Allah will test us with our children, with our health, with our wealth. Allah will test us with what He gave us. فَإِنْ رَضِيَ بِمَا قَسَمَ اللَّهُ بُورِكَ لَهُ فِيهِ وَوَسَّعَهُ. If I am content with that test, if I am content with whatever Allah is testing me with, Rasulullah ﷺ said, then Allah will put barakah in that thing and expand it. وَوَسَّعَهُ. وَإِن لَمْ يَرْضَى لَمْ يُبَارَكْ لَهُ. And if somebody complains and are not content with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing them with, then there will be no barakah in their life. So when we are being tested, we should be content and be happy with whatever Allah decreed, and we put our trust in Allah Azza wa Jal. Now specifically, those two are barakah in general. Now how about having barakah in business? Some people who are listening to us, they are maybe real estate agents, car salesmen, they are in trade, export, import, whatever business you are in. How can I have barakah in that business? Okay, listen to what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the hadith is in Bukhari. Both parties, if they are doing a business transaction, they have the right to cancel the deal as long as they did not depart. And then Allah Rasulullah said, if they tell the truth and make everything clear about that transaction, Allah will put barakah in that transaction. And if they conceal something and lie about the product, the blessing in that transaction will be eliminated. Example, I am selling a car to somebody. I tell the person that this car is excellent and everything, but it has a problem in, for example, transmission. I told him that there is a problem in the transmission. I clarified everything. If he likes it and bought it, alhamdulillah, there will be barakah in that transaction. But if I lied, oh, everything is good, everything is beautiful, the guy bought it, 1 month later the car broke down, there's no barakah, even if you made millions of dollars. I'm selling someone a house, and I know that there is a leak somewhere. There's some kind of defect in that house, and I did not tell them about it. And I made so much money from that deal. And I'm so happy. I'm a shrewd businessman. This is how we think. Subhanallah. No, even though you could have made $1 million in that transaction, there will be no barakah in that wealth. But if you clarified everything, and you told the truth about the product, Allah will put barakah even though you could have made just a little bit of profit. This is how we have barakah in our wealth, especially if it's coming from business. If we are working for a job, how can we get barakah in that income? He who accepts wealth rightly, Allah put blessing on it for him. And he who takes wealth without any right, he is like the one who eat and never satisfied. What does that mean? I am content with my job. I do not keep comparing myself to my cousin, to my brother, to my neighbor. I'm very happy. I'm doing my best to get whatever I can get in a halal way. And I'm very happy with whatever Allah decreed. I do my best. I try. Allah will put barakah in every penny I earn. But if I constantly complain, look at that guy, look at this, why me, why not him, why did he get the promotion, not me, why did he get the bigger house, not me, how did they get the bigger this, that, not me, always not happy, not content, then there will be no barakah in that income. Okay? Third, barakah in my children's marriage. How can I have every one of us who have children that they want them to get married, they would love them to have a happy life and be barakah in that marriage, right? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that the best marriage is the one with the most reasonable mahr, dowry. The best marriage is the one with the most reasonable mahr. Now, subhanallah, you hear about numbers presented by the family of the bride that are ridiculous. $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 mahr. Subhanallah. Of course, it is relative. If the person can afford it and have no problem, the guy making $1 million a year and $20,000, $30,000 is nothing for him. Alhamdulillah, if he can afford it. But sometimes we overburden the groom with a number that he cannot handle, and sometimes that dowry will be a reason for divorce sometimes, or a reason for problems between the husband and the wife. So let's make our mahr affordable. Whatever he can afford, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, and make, especially if the person is well-mannered and have deen, the two characteristics that Rasulullah ﷺ told us about. If he has them and he can provide for my daughter in a reasonable manner, Bismillah. Let's not get it complicated and give them numbers that beyond imagination. Subhanallah. The best marriage is the one with the most reasonable, affordable mahr. This is where the barakah is. How about something that we all complain about? We have no barakah in our time. Subhanallah, yesterday I was recording for Jar. Now we are recording again. Time is going by. Yesterday September started. Today is the end of September. Subhanallah, there's no barakah in our time. Years are going by. No barakah. How can we bring barakah in our time? Fajr in Jama'ah. For the brothers, Fajr in congregation. And for the sisters, Fajr on time. That will bring barakah in our time. How? What's the evidence? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam himself made dua for the people who start their day early. He said, Barik, Allahumma barik li ummati fi bukuriha. Ya Allah, put barakah in my ummah, in my nation, in my people, for the ones who start their day early. And is there any better way to start our day early than starting it with the salat, with being in the house of Allah? Get that habit of praying Fajr in Jama'ah, and for my sisters to pray it on time before the shuruq comes, and you will see the barakah in your time. Barakah in our home. Everybody wants barakah in their homes, right? Subhanallah, a very simple method that Rasulullah ﷺ taught us how to get barakah in our home. He said, advising one of the Sahaba, he said, when you enter upon your family, give them salam. It will be barakah for you and all the inhabitants of that house. Allahu Akbar. When I first enter the house, my brothers and sisters, please start applying. When I first enter my home, Bismillah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Whether there is someone in the house or there's no one in the house, just saying salam, it will bring barakah to you and to every member of that household. Very simple. Say salam when you enter the house. That's a prescription from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Next, my brothers and sisters, you want barakah in your life? Is your mother or your father are still alive? If they are, run to them, kiss their hand and say, Mom, Dad, Baba, Mama, please ask Allah to put barakah in my life. Tell your parents to make dua of barakah for you. They are the source of barakah. Their dua to you, their dua for you is mustajab, is answered. Ask them to ask Allah to put barakah in your life. And at the same time, you and your wife, and my sister, you and your husband, make dua of barakah for your children. Ya Allah, put barakah. Ya Allah, put barakah in everything that you blessed my children with. Put barakah in their spouses. Put barakah in their wealth. Put barakah in their health. Put barakah in your grandchildren. Put barakah in everything, Ya Allah. Make dua of barakah for your children. And finally, Rasulullah ﷺ taught us in the dua that we all make in Ramadan or in our everyday witr. اللهم اهدني فيمن هديت وعافني فيمن عافيت وتولني فيمن توليت وبارك لي فيما أعطيت. You could make that separate. اللهم بارك لي فيما أعطيت. Ya Allah, put barakah in everything that you have bestowed upon me. Ask Allah, the source of barakah, for barakah in your life, in everything that you have. طيب, is there anything that make the barakah disappear from my life? Yes. You know what that is? Riba. Dealing with riba eliminates the barakah. يمحق الله الربا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will eliminate all kinds of blessings when we deal with riba. وَيُرْبِي الصَّدَقَاتِ, and Allah will put a lot of barakah when we give in charity. Finally, how do I know if I have barakah in my life? It's a question, valid question. I want to check if I have barakah in my life or not. My brother, my sister, in order to find out if you have barakah in your life or not, check what Allah kept you busy doing. What are you doing all day long? If you are busy by, alhamdulillah, going to work in a halal job and providing for your family, and then when you finish, you take your kids to the masjid and you sit down and attend a halaqah, you're busy listening to a lecture, you're busy reading Quran, you're busy obeying Allah in any form or any manner, that's a great sign that Allah has put barakah in your life. And if you're not constantly occupied, you have no time for nothing, no time for the masjid, no time for Quran, no time for your family, no time for your parents, no time for nothing, that's a sign that the barakah has been taken out of your life. May Allah put barakah in all our life. Ya Allah, I ask you the best of your names for everybody who's watching us and their children and their parents. Ya Allah, put barakah in their lives. Ya Allah, make our last deeds, our best deeds, and our last words, La ilaha illallah. I love you all for the sake of Allah.